Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch and I'm back with another watch collection revisited series, right? So this time around we've got my Obris Morgan Pradata in black DLC, and yeah, this is how it came to me. It has this huge big pelican style case in orange which really shocked me, and when I first received it, like how long was it, 7 years ago. And yeah, we have the Obris Morgan Timepieces Pradata reference number T013002A, and I've just recently I you know what, when I first received this one, I was like, we have got the automatic movement, which is, this is my first ever watch in automatic, and it has that 28,800 VPH when with 1,000 feet or 300 millimeters of water resistance, which is a big deal at that point of time. But yeah, nowadays I prefer smaller watches, such as my latest acquisition, which is this Saint Martin SN021, a fusion between an Explorer case with the OP style indices, and yeah, I kind of going towards this smaller watches trend. But yeah, you know what, it is what it is. This is how we evolve as a watch enthusiast, right? So let's check out into it has this quite tough foam here, and it came with this, I think it came with a screwdriver here, which is already rusted, and it came with another free straps here, and yeah, nothing else inside the box. But I do still have the, well, you know what, papers. So this is the microfiber cleaning cloth, and we have the unsigned warranty card, which is of course long overdue, and this is the instruction manual, which looks really cool. Yeah, it looks very tool-ish. So it maintains it shows here bracelet 4.2 thickness with 5 links bracelet, and super luminova case body 43 millimeters. But of course we will check out all the details, right? So let's just, okay, so put it all the way, and let's just give it a quick dimension check, right? So let's just bring in my calipers here. Okay, so like I mentioned just now, so it mentions 43 millimeters, right? So let's check whether that is correct or not. That is 44 millimeters on the bezel, right? So where do you get that 43 millimeters? It is actually on the case itself. So if I can measure it like so, okay, yep, that is 43 millimeters on the case, and the thickness is about 14 millimeters, so that is quite thick for a dive watch, and a lug to lug of 52 millimeters, which makes it, oh my god, it's huge, right? So, and we have the round at 7 millimeters, which is, typical for a dive watch, right? So like I mentioned just now, I've recently went to this smaller size watches, and yeah, one other thing that I prefer nowadays is I prefer lighter watches. So this is where, the another point of, if you are to get this kind of watches right now, so one of the things that you must consider is the weight of your watch. So this one weighs at about 208 grams, which is very heavy for my skinny 6.75 inch right? Anyway, so you see, you hear a lot of and yeah, dissatisfied, not really dissatisfied, it's like more of an evolution of a watch enthusiast, I might ask. Maybe we are a bit enthusiastic when we get a watch in the beginning, and when we see YouTube videos reviewing these watches. So yeah, Obris Morgan is of course a micro brand from Hong Kong, so I've decided to go for this particular watch because I saw I think a review from watchreport.com, right? So watchreport.com reviewed the stainless steel version, and I wanted something different, so I went with the PVD black version, which is a huge mistake, right? So that's mistake number one, which is a PVD black, right? So PVD black cases, you can see that I think PVD stands for, I think, vaporized, or is it DLC? Maybe, yeah, I'm so sorry, DLC, diamond light coating or something like that. Anyway, so you can see that all of these cases here, or bezel here, has this PVD coating, which is still okay after 7 years of use. So I say that it is slow. Okay, but of course you can see that there's quite a lot of battle scratches here on the top of the bezel and on the case side, and you can see that there is that screwdriver's mark because I swap out this bracelet quite a lot. And at the bottom side, the coating, I don't think this is PVD coated, by the way, at the case back. So I think that is only IP coated. That is why you can see tons of scratches there. And on the bracelet itself, right, so you can see there are a few minor, not really that minor, quite a lot of battle scratches on this side as well, and on this side as well, and as well as the buckle, right? So yeah, that is how it looks after 7 years, which for me looks okay, still okay, because but maybe because I didn't really wear it that much, right? So that's point number one. Number two is the weight, like I mentioned, like we saw just now, 208 grams. So it really is quite tiresome to wear, guys, so for the whole day. So that's number two. Number three is the Lume Pip, right? So the Lume Pip, you can see that it comes in, it's supposed to come with this white color Lume Pip in the beginning, but now it's already changed to orange color, and the Lume Pip even drop because you know what, when you wear your dive watches, and your heavy watches, you will bump into something hard and the Lume Pip just drops like that. So that's another thing that you should consider before you get something that is almost similar design, which is exposed Lume Pip. That's number three, I think. So number four, with that I don't like, is the dimensions, right? So 43 or 44 millimeters watch is not my go-to size anymore, but the dimension that I can't really stand anymore is the long lug to lug of 52 millimeters. So that is just way too big. Normally these days I'd go for maximum of 49, right? So yeah, that is much more suitable for me. 14 millimeters in thickness is not really that big of an issue, but yeah, the big lug to lug is a bigger issue for me, right? So next up is the what other thing that I don't like is that Lume, right? So this one featuring a C1 Super Luminova, because they want to go for that stark white contrast to this piano black dial. So I get that, but the not so good thing about the C1 Super Luminova is that it is not as bright as C3 Super Luminova. And you know what, let's just give it a quick charge using my UV light to see how it looks. Of course, the room today is not really that dark, but still we can see. And let's just stop the charge, and yep, that is where the green color looks nice because I've charged it, but it is a little bit not that strong compared to C3 Super Luminova, right? So that is one thing that, you know what, maybe they should have used C3 from the beginning. So I've lost count already. What are these not to say hate, but the things that I don't really like about this particular watch. Oh yeah, after that is that 4:15 or 4:10 date position. So yeah, that is very annoying. If they put it at 4:30, for me it is still acceptable. And yeah, having the date wheel in white just makes it quite a lot more annoying, because it stacks and it you can definitely see that window, and it has no business of doing that, in my opinion, right? So other than that, the printed dial on this particular watch is okay, not that big of an issue. And I just love the black pencil, not really pencil, rectangular hands here in contrast with the dial. And you can see that all these hands are painted in black, so making it look like it is floating on the dial, which is very nice. And the indices design is okay in my opinion, right? So the bezel surprisingly is good, right? So yeah, you can see that there is not little, quite a big of play there, but yeah, you can't really knock it, because yeah, even Seiko's can't get that right. And yeah, of course, helium escape valve, automatic helium escape valve, I'm neither here nor there. So it's, as long as it doesn't make the watch looks thick, I don't really mind it. And the movement on this particular watch is the Miyota 9015, which is a high beat movement, and although it has that wobble, but you can't really hear it because the case is built like a tank, right? So the crown operation is good. So we have a hacking and hand winding, so still very nice. So there's no crown issue here whatsoever, and let's, yeah, it's good, no problems there. And screwing it back, it's still okay, no issues of screwing back. Right, so the bracelet, right, so the bracelet featuring this engineer style in PVD black, which is you know what, it looks tough, it looks very, very nice. And yeah, of course, DLC coating is going to peel off when you use it. There you can see there are tons of scratches there, and the class, right, so this is where the class sometimes not failed. It just don't want to sit close to the class, right? So swing arm, very, very nice, still done. We have a milk clasp here, and yeah, at the back we have that iron plated Obris Morgan case back, which looks the most, I would say, the most damaged, right? So in my opinion, in my case, right? So let's, oh, I forgot to test out the sapphire crystal. So it features this flat sapphire crystal with the anti-reflective coating. Yep, there is definitely sapphire as advertised by Obris Morgan. And let's put it on my wrist, skinny 6.75 inch wrist. And yep, you can see that small watch versus big watch. This is 37 millimeters, this is 44. Oh my god, what the hell am I thinking? I guess I've grown older, and yeah, that is why I lean towards smaller watches these days, right? So yeah, that might be an age issue, right? So let's put it on the wrist and see how it looks like. Okay, yep, this is how it looks like. So damn big. The only saving I'm not going to take it. The only thing that save it from it looking big on my wrist is that it is in black. So have I bought the stainless steel version, it would definitely look a lot bigger than this, right? So this is how it looks on my skinny wrist, and yeah, you can see there how tall it watch sits on my wrist, and how big, because of that 52 millimeters lug to lug looks on my skinny wrist. And yeah, 52 millimeters lug to lug for 6.75 inch wrist is definitely a big no, guys. So there you have it, guys. A rant, maybe not rant, so it's more of an, how to say, a summary of things that I don't like of a watch after ownership, after 7 years of ownership. So you guys know, so when we go older, when we grow older, so all the things, you know, our taste change. And yeah, this is how my taste change, right? So from bigger watches to smaller watches, and from, you know, a thick watch to slimmer watches. So yeah, that is how I grow, and I hope maybe you guys have a similar story. So please do let me know in the comment section below. And what should I do with this watch? I am thinking of selling it. So yeah, if you guys do live in Malaysia, so please do leave me a comment down below. And yeah, maybe I will be listing this for sale with box and papers on carousel anytime soon. But yeah, sure, we shall see, right? So if you guys like this kind of watch collection reviewed or revisited videos, so please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more future reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.